Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Thursday, August 17th, 2023. As Tropical Storm Hillary intensifies into a hurricane in its approach toward the Southern California coastline, the Morongo Basin is currently counting on a nearly 100% chance of rain this weekend, along with thunderstorms. The National Weather Service is predicting that Hillary will undergo rapid intensification within the next 24 to 36 hours. Hillary will continue its north-northwesterly trek towards Baja over the next few days, approaching our area on Saturday. It is, at the moment, unlikely that the hurricane will make landfall on the west coast, but even its presence off the coast of the Pacific Ocean will bring extraordinary weather conditions to our area, including heavy rainfall and winds predicted to approach upwards of 60 miles per hour. Temperatures are expected to drop in the high desert to the low 90s. Because of the lack of downtime between periods of rainfall and the increased moisture in the desert's soil content, flash flooding can become a concern in our area. The National Weather Service may issue a flood warning to your mobile phone, at which point you should stay indoors and avoid roads if possible. The Johnson Valley Shared Use Area will close tomorrow and stay closed until August 28th to accommodate military training from the neighboring Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center. The 10-day period will be the last scheduled closure for the shared use area in 2023. You can see this story on Z107.7fm.com for contact information about the Marine training, along with a map of the shared use area. The Morongo Valley Community Services District Board of Directors held their regular meeting last night in Covington Park's multipurpose room. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart was in attendance and has this recap for us today.
The board started with accepting a grant from CAL FIRE, awarding the Morongo Valley Fire Department $9,315 for wildland personal protection equipment. Next, the board discussed the Resolution 22-05 schedule of fees with attendees, who provided feedback to the board, assuming community members could potentially be charged for services already paid for by property taxes, fire assessment, and the like. While the board and fire department explained that EMT calls are typically billed to the patient's insurance, Vice President Lynn Watts commented that many community members, especially the elderly susceptible to falling, are likely to, quote, fall through the cracks of regular insurance billing due to fixed incomes. President Gorky made a motion to table the item until the next meeting when they can gather more information. In the meantime, the motion was passed to, quote, match county, unquote. For the item of tree maintenance in Covington Park softball field, 2 bids were discussed. A public comment was made by community member Meg Foley, who reminded the board that the Morongo Preserve supports the second highest level of breeding birds in the U.S., at approximately 1,400 nests per square mile. Since a softball field is part of this sensitive ecological habitat, Foley suggested Robin Kobe, a lifelong Morongo resident and respected scientist who has performed tree assessment with habitat potential and public safety. The item was tabled until the next meeting. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
Registration is currently open for the Color Fun Run 5K and 2K walk put on by the town of Yucca Valley. Set for this Saturday, this competitive 5K race and non-competitive 2K walk will see participants slimed with multicolor slime at several color stations along the route. Top finishers in the 5K will receive medals. Registration for the event is open now, and it is $25 and closes on August 19th. You can visit a link in this story to find out how you can register for the Color Fun Run. Online news editor Robert Hayden joins us with a look at an upcoming community garden.
A volunteer cleanup day led by Milltree is coming to the Joshua Tree Retreat Center to help make way for a new community garden. Come join community members on Saturday and Sunday, August 26th and 27th, bright and early at 7 a.m. to help clear the space and declutter the garden. Coffee, pastries, and water will be provided to all volunteers. Everyone is welcome. Please bring gloves if you have them. The community garden at the Joshua Tree Retreat Center will be partnering with Milltree for the cleanup, a local veteran-led nonprofit that is dedicated to the community it serves, with programs to increase connection and end isolation for veterans, service members, and civilians. If you want to learn more about the nascent community garden project and volunteer for the cleanup taking place the weekend of August 26th and 27th, you can email info@mil-tree.org or see this story on our website for contact info. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.
It's Thrifty Thursday at the bookstore located just inside the Yucca Valley Library. That means senior citizens can enjoy buy one, get one free on all books and DVDs for sale at the nonprofit store. Prices start at just $1, and all proceeds go back into the Yucca Valley Library. Following the success of their first series last summer, the town of Yucca Valley has announced the second installment of their basketball clinic with Coach Geeson at the Boys and Girls Club, August 28th through 31st. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart rejoins us with the story.
Designed for grades 3 through 6, the Yucca Valley Basketball Clinic provides young players with a fantastic opportunity to enhance their skills while having a blast on the court. Facilitated by Coach Geeson, who has over 20 years of experience coaching basketball and developing players, the clinic will focus on every aspect of the game, including ball handling, shooting, passing, rebounding, and defense. Players will be split into small personalized groups to receive detailed information from the coaching staff. Open to players of all skill levels, boys and girls from grades 3 to 4 will participate from 6:30 to 7:45, with grades 5 to 6 from 8 to 9:15 p.m. Cost is $45 for this 4-day clinic. Due to the popularity of last summer's clinic, parents and guardians are encouraged to secure their child's spot early as space is limited. For registration information, please visit this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
And finally, wildlife ecologist Michael Vamstead will be the guest on the Z107.7 Up Close show with Gary Daigneault this Friday. Vamstead will give an in-depth look at the efforts in Joshua Tree National Park to protect and study bighorn sheep and other unique desert wildlife. Call in live and find out how our park is monitoring the bighorn and other desert natives tomorrow at 10 a.m. here on Z107.7. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.